Ladies and gentlemen, hoping you're having a great Friday evening as we enjoy the final day of WCS America Season 1, a group involving 4 players, Suppy, Hwangsin, Illusion, and Tilea. Only 2 can move on to the Premier League of Season 2, WCS America. I'm axeltoss, joined by axslav. Before we proceed with our evening, quick plug, youtube.com/official MLGSC2. I want all of you watching to go type that in your browser right now. Go subscribe and go check out the content that's there, because there's a lot of awesome content that I'm sure you will enjoy if you missed any game. WCS America,
and
any game.
If you missed Tilea versus Illusion,
yes,
definitely check those out. Of course,
yes,
that's a series that just happened. A really cool style
yeah,
of ZVT. I haven't seen that too often before, except from her and maybe Cats. Really fun to watch. Go ahead and check those out.
And you can see her series versus Kopach a little earlier.
Yes.
Again, there have been 272 games in WCS America, and they're all on YouTube.
And the MLG Winter Championships on YouTube. Some Flash Life. Yeah.
I just made up that number, by the way. I don't know if you caught that.
I did.
Do you think it's close?
I think there's slightly less.
So, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Someone can go verify that. But anyway, this is what has happened so far today. Hwangsin with a 2-0 over Suppy.
Might be more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry, go on.
Tilea with a 2-1 over Illusion. Honestly, Nick, I'll be completely honest. When I saw this matchup, when I saw the match card, I'm like, okay, I think Suppy and Illusion, I think Suppy and Illusion will probably play each other in the winners match.
I would have thought the same, to be honest, but Hwangsin and Tilea.
Everyone watching should do like a synchronized slap in the face to me, because I underestimated these 2 brilliant players, Hwangsin and Tilea, as you said.
Well, let's see which of them gets out of this group, because one of them is going to be guaranteed in the Premier League spot. The loser, of course, will drop down to the final match of the day.
Yeah.
And you know what's interesting? Just the style of Tilea. I can't wait to see her play against Hwangsin. Against Kopach, she showed a really great style, but she also showed some weaknesses.
Right.
Specifically to his crazy super timing builds. And Hwangsin does sometimes play a similar style. So we'll have to see if that's a weakness of hers going forward in this series as well.
She has chosen Zerg in this matchup against Hwangsin, which is interesting to note. In the bottom right-hand location, I present your, looks like red or pink, something Zerg player from New Zealand, taking out Illusion in her first best of 3 of the evening. She is Tilea. Wouldn't it be a story if she could get into the Premier League?
That would be actually super impressive.
That'd be amazing.
A multi-race player from New Zealand. I mean, how many great StarCraft players are there from New Zealand, right? You don't hear about them too often, so it would be super awesome.
Her opponent in the top left-hand location, blue Protoss player. Representing Quantic Gaming, he is Hwangsin, a very cheery fellow. Always love watching him play. Very unique play style.
He was a breakout player in the 2012 MLG Fall Championship.
Yeah.
He was taking out names then, man. He was stomping on Code S players left and right. Since then, though, he hasn't quite had the same results. So, but he just took out Suppy 2-0, pretty convincingly. So,
of course, interestingly enough, both these 2 players in the winners match never been in Premier. In fact, they've both only played before today's matches. They've both only played 1 match in WCS America after getting through the Challenger League qualifiers. Hwangsin lost 0-2 to Ghost User in the first round of the bracket stage Challenger League. Tilea lost 1-2 to Kopach in the first round bracket stage. And now one of them is going to be in Premier League. Really, really cool.
So they both lost to the race that they're playing right now.
Yes, they did indeed. They did indeed. Of course, Hwangsin has only played Zergs, which is pretty interesting too. Tilea has played Protoss and Terra. Against Protoss and Terra.
Now, I want to see, does Tilea get a billion hatcheries?
I don't know. I mean, it's a different matchup, obviously, right? It's EVP instead of ZVT, but...
She did against Kopach on Cloud Kingdom.
Yeah, the ideas are the same. I remember that. Yeah, that's a good point. The question is, where does she put them? That's my question.
Put one outside the Protoss space.
You know what, I like
Spine
that.
Crawler contain.
I think that's a great idea. Remember to add in the Vipers.
Yes. Well, Protoss, they still have Colossi, so yeah, you still have to have...
That's going to take a while to get out.
Yeah, longer than tanks, at least.
Yes. Okay. So, The map is Akalon Wastes. Most of our viewers should be relatively familiar with this map. It's played... I really want to look at map stats from all Season 1. Just see which ones are played the most. I feel like Akalon Wastes is up there. Belshire Vestige.
I think probably Belshire number 1, Akalon number 2.
I think I would agree 100% with that.
Number 3, probably Whirlwind.
Okay. I can see that. You don't think Daybreak would be up there?
No. A lot of people veto it against Zerg. I think we've only seen Daybreak be 1 in 3 matches.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. As far as Whirlwind is concerned. Look that up later. But yeah, I mean, Akalon Waste is one of those maps that historically Protoss has liked better. But it's interesting because Hwangsin loves the 2-base style, which is like, it's not necessarily playing to the map if you're going for some sort of 2-base style, right? The fast third is pretty common because it's very easy to take. You got rocks you can take down that just completely pile up. Mordor style? No, Mordor style. What's the Dwarven Mine? Moria style.
I think so.
Remember when they got into the cave and then the squid...
The mines in Moria.
Yes, the octopus thing was trying to get through the doorway, and then the doorway was it all crashed down, so the octopus couldn't get by. So that's kind of like the third base. Marcus, can we get a shot of the third base where the rocks are? Yeah, see those rocks right there? They can collapse and block the entrance. You shall not pass style.
Well, we're seeing a little bit of craziness here. Tilea's doing the exact same build that Suppy did against Hwangsin.
The link bait.
The 3-hatch, speeding baiting on. Now, this is a little bit better map for it. The ramp on Akalon is fairly wide.
Massive.
It's significantly wider than on Belshire.
Here's that Stalker. Same Stalker against Suppy.
Or, excuse me, then on...
Whirlwind?
Yeah. Actually, Whirlwind's actually wide too. So, never mind. Forget I said that.
Okay.
They're both good maps to do. Now, there's 2 styles to do. We saw Suppy use the Banings to try to get rid of the pylons. And that's the fast way to do it, but I've seen some Zergs, they literally wait for enough baitings where they can actually kill a Psycore, because once you kill a Psycore, they can't... Oh. They don't even have Warp Gate, and they can't put more sentries.
He knows. How does he react? Void Array immediately added on.
Yep.
Sentry should be chrono boosted out. There's already 1 sentry. Adding on a second cannon, same reaction. But the Banelings are already done. And let's see what kind of damage they can get done. The force field is going to be so important. Where does he place the force field?
The Banelings can still hit the cannon, actually. They can still hit the cannon.
I'd go hit the pylon,
honestly. You can get either one.
Oh, the Banelings. Attack.
But you had to manly detonate him, and she didn't do that. But now there's 3 more Banelings coming in here. Another force field just in the nick of time. The Banelings can still get rid of that cannon.
1 pylon taken down. Hwangsin desperately trying to build in more and more units to get rid of this aggression. A Void Array is popped out, and Tilea might have to back up. The cannon goes down, but this wall is just, it's too much.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't going to be broken. As long as he constantly makes more sentries. You know what? There's only 1 force field, and there's 2 web. There's not a Banings to get through the pylons in any case. So.
Yeah, and she's not wanting really to invest anymore into it.
You know, she could have manually detonated him on the cannon.
Yeah.
And I wonder if she took that out fast, there'd be so much less damage output, right? That maybe then the Zernies could have overrun it. Well, there's 2 more cannons coming up. Hwangsin, you know, he's in such a good job of identifying with the Stalker early.
Yeah.
And imagine if, like, the 2 extra cannons are 10 seconds later. The second sentry isn't chrono boosted, so it's 10 seconds later, right? All of a sudden, the build just kills the Protoss. So, it's all about the scouting. Hwangsin's done an excellent job so far of scouting.
Void Array going across the map going to be annoying. Zerglings still have a threatening presence on the map, so Hwangsin can't necessarily just saunter out of his base with the sentry. Still going to be very defensive, very aware of potential threats. Queen getting lifted up at the natural. She's going to die.
Queen is definitely going to be taken out there. Now, Void Array, take the shields off the Void Array. There's still a lot of speedlings on the ground, so Tilea does have map control as far as the ground goes. Of course, the air is going to be doing. There's no Spore Crawler either, so these drones are going to have to.
The Queen's getting picked up.
Oh man.
That Queen might go down too.
I think she's just trying to outproduce the Phoenix energy just by making a billion Queens. But the problem is that as more Phoenixes rally in, she's going to keep losing Queen after Queen after Queen.
Yeah.
Like this Queen's about to be. Oh, actually, the second Queen into Void. Oh, if she gets a Void Ray, all of a sudden that's a big deal. The Void Ray is one of the key parts of this attack.
Void Ray very low in health, down to 2 HP. The Void Ray gets taken out. That's huge for Tilea. She's going to be very happy about that. 3 more Queens about to pop out, trying to protect that Overlord. More Phoenixes in production, and Blink is on the way from Hwangsin. He has seized probe production, so we're likely going to see a big 2-base push from him. I would expect, a Blink Stalker +1.
What's his probe count at right now? So that's a good question.
54.
Okay, so
he could. Yeah.
I mean, that's more than he would have stopped earlier if he was pre-planning 2-base line.
Sure.
A lot. You know, I think he doesn't actually know what he wants to do right now, because he wants to wait to see what she does. He's killing so many Queens. Losing to Voider was a blow, but I think he's gone 5 queens so far with this.
Units loss is nearly double in favor of Hwangsin.
And 1/3 of those units lost is a Voider, which is kind of a big blow. Stalker was actually big as well. So she's actually going to Master Drones. Hwangsin is going to go ahead and make the rocks crumble. Oh, it's Zealot! Is Zealot going to die to that?
Oh.
No, he just is able to get out of the way. Another queen being taken out. Man, queen after queen after queen. And you know what? There's still more energy. They're going to kill another queen.
I feel bad for any Englishmen watching this.
You know, does she... Okay, now she's building spores. Oh, this is...
Do they have queens in Australia? What's the government system in New Zealand?
New Zealand? I actually...
Do you know?
I do not know.
I really need to research. I really need to study history.
I mean, I don't think... There can't be much respect for queens in New Zealand because... or else you wouldn't be letting them all die, right?
I would be inclined to agree with that assessment, Nicholas.
No sport in the main either. The thing is, Hwangsin's like, should I lift drones? Like, so far, every lift has been There's a queen. This one has a sport. Oh, no.
It's dead.
What's this, like 10 queens?
Yeah, something like that.
This is just like...
It's a massacre.
Like, you're never going to
get
it.
It's like Game of Thrones, except instead of kings dying, it's all queens.
It is. You know, there is a nice little creep highway towards the third of the...
It's the King's Road.
The King's Road. There you go.
No, the Queen's Road, I guess you could call it. Literally, because the creep tumors make it, and the creep tumors come from the queens.
Right.
Alex, axeltoss, why are you so brilliant?
So, oh no, this is another queen.
And another one, right there.
Oh, yep. As soon as Over dies, he's gonna pick it up. Oh, he's gonna lose it. This queen might draw some blood.
The queen gets her revenge. Off with their heads.
Hwangsin, are the phoenixes just feeling bad?
Yeah.
They're like, we've killed so many queens.
Oh.
Now there's 3.
Now there's 3.
Yeah, and there's Hydras. So, yeah.
What was? I guess he was distracted.
Yeah, he just wasn't paying attention. But the thing is he's got a huge advantage. One, that all-in didn't really do too much damage, and then of course he kills him like 10 queens. So this attack, if she can stop this, it's going to be extremely impressive. Some drones are coming out here. Of course, they're trying to transfer to the 4th base is what's going on. And that's a very dangerous passageway to try to go along.
It's a big push. 3-base economy from Hwangsin.
A lot of force fields here.
A lot of gateways too to be able to.
Some more units testing that route.
Yep.
And that's gonna be GG. Yeah, I mean,
you can't lose.
No. She was down by something like 50 food right at that moment when he was pushing in. That's I mean, unless you have like Brood Lords or something, you're not gonna stop.
Infestors, Storm Hosts.
Yeah, maybe something like that. But even then, it'd be tough. As was just Hwangsin showing bulletproof early game defense against those speeding baiting shenanigans.
Yes. Very important. Again, once you can defend that, it's such an all-in, such a big investment from your opponent. Once you can hold that and take minimal damage, you're going to be in a great position going forward. So pretty straightforward game there from Hwangsin. He's going to take the 1-0 advantage in this best-of-3 winners match, which means Hwangsin is 1 win away from advancing to the Premier League of WCS America Season 2. Guys, stay tuned. We got Game 2 between Hwangsin and Tilea coming up.